Premier Bank presents Today on 2, broadcasting live at channel2coleman.com, and anytime you want to watch us, we're available at that website. From the Channel 2 archives, we bring back Kay Cagle.
The last time we did this was July the 4th, 2012.
Wow, it's been too long.
And you haven't invited me back since.
Did you make a mess of the show that day or something?
I know. I think we pre-recorded that one.
Yeah, we did. But we did. This program is live.
Yes, right.
This has not been recorded.
L-I-V. It's not like Ted, who is D-E-A-D.
On arrival.
On arrival.
Okay. Did we get enough rain yesterday?
No.
No?
No.
Should have had some more?
But it sure was foggy down south this morning.
Was it?
Yes.
Okay.
All the clouds dropped to Highway 31 from my place, and it was, pretty rough coming in.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's start with the weather forecast for today. Our weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. Here's the weather almanac for today. The average high temperature on the 18th of October in Cullman, Alabama is 74 degrees. The average low is 50. The record high 88 in 1926. The record low 28 in 1943. Sunset this evening at 6:34. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:30. Here's the satellite picture. You can see what's going on around the country. It looks like snow in the upper Midwest from Nebraska on north. Yeah, that's typical for this time of year. Our part of the country looks pretty good. Here's our forecast for today. Dense fog advisory. Kay mentioned that it was foggy this morning. Otherwise, it'll be a sunny day today with a high of 68. Partly cloudy tonight, low around 50. Partly sunny again tomorrow, the high 68. More of the same on Sunday, high of 67. 71 on Monday, 67 Tuesday, Wednesday, 62 for the high. Thursday, 62 for the high. The low temperature will be around 40. We'll get to the middle of next week. So, change in the weather.
Yes.
Kay Cagle has been busy writing a book.
Yes.
Sort of a history of Cullman County. Give us some details.
It is, as a matter of fact, since May, I have been under contract with Arcadia Publishing, along with my co-author, Greg Richter, and we have been producing for Arcadia Publishing, Legendary Locals of Cullman County. Now, this is a review of historic and current individuals who have had a great impact on Cullman County. And interesting stories, interesting sports. It's been a lot of fun. I found out a lot of stuff that has not been published.
Really?
Ooh. Really? And I can't tell you about it this morning. Wait till the book comes out.
I see.
Yeah.
When can we expect the book to be published?
The book will be published after May 2014. But I will say this, one of my favorite, if I have time, one of my favorite pictures is the 1962 championship team at Cullman High School. Now, they had scouts up earlier. The scout coming to check out 5 Cullman High School players was Gene Stallings, who was the assistant coach to Bear Bryant. Now, the day that, they came up, my picture shows all 5 of the Cullman High School players with a big ribbon around them and a big bow, and standing beside them is Oliver Woodard and Bear Bryant. Now, here's the interesting thing. When Bear Bryant came up to sign the 5 players from Cullman High School, that's the day the Allstate burned.
Really?
Now, they were supposed to sign at the Allstate, but the Allstate burned, and so they had to go to Frank Stitt Sr.'s home to sign the 5 players. 5 scholarships, all went to play for the Crimson Tide.
Yeah.
So that's just one little.
I know Kay and I have talked about this since you got started with the project. You were already familiar with a lot of the stories from working at the newspaper and so forth. Tell me just one story or one person that you were surprised when you started doing research that you didn't know something about.
The incident there are always 2 sides to each story. And of course, the Spiegel family was here before Colonel Coleman. in southwest Coleman, which
Okay.
at that time was Winston County. A lot of it was Winston County. I did not know that, of course, I mean, we knew the reason that Colonel Coleman always was photographed, he never showed the right side of his face. Well, it was because it was scarred. Now, the story that we hear, and there's always two sides to every story, the Spiegel side of the story is that they got into that Colonel Coleman was encroaching on Spiegel territory, and they had a homesteaders meeting at Prince's store. And as a matter of fact, the Spiegels were there, and Spiegel and Colonel Coleman got into it, and Mr. Spiegel, according to the Spiegel side of the story, pulled out a hawkbill knife and slashed him.
Whoa.
Ooh, so that's and that's just one of the stories that,
Okay.
yeah, because
Okay.
like I said, there's two sides. Now, if you will look at records, no one was ever arrested. And as a matter of fact, the Spiegel family and Colonel Coleman became very good friends even after that incident.
Interesting, interesting. And the book will be available next May.
No, that is the deadline. We have to have everything turned in by May. It will be
okay.
published after May 2014. As a matter of fact, one of the gentlemen that we're going to have on our show this morning, Tom Drake, is also going to be in the book.
Tom's in the book. All right.
Ooh.
Legendary people.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we have been very blessed. Look at our political situations.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the governors that we have had. Tom Drake, who was Speaker of the House. Afina St. John's, who was pro tem of the Alabama Senate. Anna Lola Price, who was the first woman to be chosen as a judge. We are just blessed with being very, very deep in the political scene in the state. And so we're trying to, of course, look at Guy Hunt, look at the Folsoms. Interesting story about it. It has just been lots of fun getting all this information together.
Well,
and thank
very
you for
good.
letting me talk about it.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you reading the book, too. Okay, let's see. Who's our Facebook friend of the day for today?
Oh, and that is Chelsea Maxwayne. Now, she likes Army Wives and Dancing with the Stars. Ooh, and by the way, she gets one of those yummy Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue sandwiches. So congratulations.
Okay, this is Friday. That's Politics. Tom Drake, Tom Burleson are here, and I will be joining them in a little bit. We'll talk a little, I don't know, you want to talk football or you want to talk politics? Both. Okay, we'll be back and talk about something. Yo.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
We continue with more of Today on 2, and we have some prizes we would like to give away. We have KSW colored salts in just about any color you can imagine. This is available at Rumor's Deli and Gelato Joe's, and 2 of those gigantic cupcakes from Frosting's Bakery. You can't eat just one.
I know.
You got to share it.
Yeah, and the best chicken salad sandwiches I have ever put in my mouth.
Yeah. Okay, those are the prizes for today. Let's look at our ads, starting with Cotton State Barns of Coleman, where you can buy or rent to own carports, playsets, utility trailers, and storage buildings on Highway 278, just west of the interstate.
And the Busy Bee, the house of the original breaded burger. Check out their dinner hours Friday and Saturday from 2 until 9 p.m. Live music and an absolutely great location.
Earl's Body Shop, voted best towing service, large and small towing available, local or long distance, located on Highway 31 North in Coleman.
New Fitness Center in downtown Coleman. It's next to Renard's Gallery. Be Fit. Now that's $50 a month to month, no contracts. Membership includes certified personal trainer. Be Fit.
Tires for less, more than just tires. Bridgestone and Firestone tires, they do minor engine repair, oil changes, replace shocks and brakes. See Greg and Mike and the guys at Tires for Less.
Mr. Hicks Menswear, business men's regular sizes, big and tall. They have the Reader's Choice Award winner for men's clothing, now offering suits made to your measurements.
Borden Family Pharmacy, Coleman's leader in adult immunizations, shingles, pneumonia, and whooping cough vaccine, as well as flu shots, flu mist for the youngsters. No appointment necessary, just stop by the store.
Love is in the air, and there's diamonds for all occasions at Doug Doggett Jewelers. That's why you shop at Doug Doggett Jewelers, right on Compass Way in Southwest Coleman.
Pumpkin Pie Blizzard is back at Dairy Queen, and remember the $5 lunch. Pick any of those items, pay just $5 for lunch at Dairy Queen.
Mad Dog, Mike's Famous Barbecue. Yeah, the new football tailgate packs, they got them $50 and just lots of great things in there. Located just inside the Berlin Quick Stop.
By the way, Kay, talked to Mike the other day. That tailgate package will feed at least a dozen people.
Whoa.
Yeah,
that
you
would
get
be
a lot of food there.
Yeah, me and me and me
there you go.
and me.
Okay, question for today. I don't know if I can make it any easier. What's the blizzard of the month at Dairy Queen? We just had that ad on. What's the blizzard of the month for Dairy Queen? 256-734-7399. The prize is 2 cupcakes from Frosting's Bakery and KSW colored salt. We'll take your phone calls right after we watch Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
Hello, I'm Zach Wood with Premier Bank. Today's Money Matters topic is debit cards. A debit card, also known as a bank card or check card, is a great tool that provides electronic access to your bank account anytime, day or night. Unlike a credit card, payments using a debit card are immediately transferred from your account. Debit cards also allow for instant withdrawal of cash, acting as the ATM card. For more information about debit cards, stop by your local bank today.
Well, let's see. What is the blizzard of the month at Dairy Queen? Let's look at the rest of our merchant ads right now. And this time we start with Auto Tech Repair and Service. They're in the Vinemont area on County Road 1354, sort of between the Super Saver and Ridgecrest Community Church. That is Auto Tech.
And Yates Chance Christian Bookstore, prices are falling on all occasion cards, books, and check out their sidewalk sale with t-shirts, Bible covers, and gifts in the South Coleman Shopping Center.
Mullins Body Shop, you can count on them each and every day. Call Sonny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim at 256-734-1353.
AmeriGas is now Coast Gas. Different name, same personnel. Their fall tank set special, 24-hour on-call, 24/7 answering service, full service inside and out the house.
Brown & Company Beverages, a specialty wine and beer store, and they have those good Oktoberfest beers. Pumpkin beer is very, very popular right now. Brown & Company Beverages.
Jolly Time Rentals, that's where fun is always in the air. Now, you can call Holly Mullins. She's in the book, but her number's 256-620-JOLLY. They have licensed inflatable slides. Have fun.
Deb's Bookstore, your hometown bookstore, just down the road. Browsers always welcome. Used books, half price each and every day at Deb's Bookstore.
And Grand Point Pharmacy, this is American Pharmacist Month. Know your pharmacist, know your medicine. Grand Point Pharmacy is the home of 2 old goats on Highway 31 North.
Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center, where they have the full fitness center complete with weights, cardio, and professional training. Indoor rubberized walking track, that's the Wellness and Aquatic Center.
And Baldwin Counseling Center, Dr. Howard Rogers, you got a problem, need to talk, want privacy. They have talks on weight loss, individual and family counseling, and lifestyle coaching.
There we go with our merchant ads for today, and now it's time to check our birthdays, starting with today, the 18th of October.
And we have Ashley Sims, of course, Friday. Happy birthday. Tia Smallwood for Saturday. And Sunday, Alex Bentley.
Okay, let's see who wins our birthday cake from Dairy Queen. The winner this week is Beverly Carnes, and Beverly's birthday was earlier this week.
It's on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yes,
okay.
Congratulations.
We will continue with more of Today on 2 with our community billboards and the weather right after this.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
And our community billboards are sponsored by Pepsi and Mountain Dew. We have a Pilot Club rummage sale, which will be today and tomorrow. This will be
just today.
Just today.
It started yesterday.
Started yesterday, right, okay. It will be at the Coleman Fairgrounds. And the second annual A Jewel Breast Cancer Awareness Day will be Saturday, October the 19th at noon at Sportsman's Lake Park. There'll be a live band, silent auction, door prizes, and concessions will be available. Halloween fun at Steele's Orchard every Friday and Saturday in October. We have a scary maze, a haunted building, great food, and this will be from dark until 10 o'clock. All events are indoors in case we for rain or shine. Veterans Day Celebration 2013. Join them in honoring all who have served Saturday, November the 9th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. This will be at the Veterans Memorial Park at Sportsman's Lake Park. Now, there will be a special welcome home tribute to the Vietnam veterans. Our community billboards are sponsored by Pepsi and Mountain Dew. You can get in contact with us if you want some information on the air. Just mail it or email it to us at channel2coleman@gmail.com. You can fax it to us, 256-734-7680, or go to Facebook, Channel 2 Coleman.
Let me make a correction. I said that Pilot Club rummage sale That is today and
Today
tomorrow.
and tomorrow,
That's right.
yes.
I misunderstood on that. But yeah, it starts today and runs through tomorrow. Our weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. Foggy this morning. Otherwise, it'll be a sunny day with a high of 68. Partly cloudy tonight, low of 50. More of the same tomorrow. Partly sunny with a high near 68.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Well, it would sure be nice if the audio person would check on those.
Well, is this right here?
Yeah, I guess it's on. Welcome back to Today on 2. That's politics. George is in the control room today, so I'm here with Tom Drake and Tom Burleson. Tom Drake and I experienced power outages at our houses this morning about, what, 5:15, something like that?
Yeah, about the time I was getting up, my alarm went off, and at the same time, my lights went off.
And
I jumped up and looked out the window, and I didn't see a light on, and
right.
I'm out there where I live.
Tell me what you found out was the cause of it.
Well, I think it was, as I drove up the road, when I got to the crossing down there that goes up by my Baptist church, there's like about 8 or 10 looked like highway patrol cars there with their lights all flashing all the way down to the crossing there at the railroad. I don't know whether there's a wreck there or what happened, but there was a lot of stuff, a lot of people out there, a lot of policemen. Of course, it's so foggy you couldn't see.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened.
Okay. Say, Kay mentioned the story about Bear Bryant coming to Coleman in 1962 to sign the players, and we took the break, and you were telling a story that ties in with that.
Well, I sure was. See, I went to Alabama when Bear Bryant did. I mean, I was one of the first people he hired because he wanted a wrestling team started, so he hired me to do that, and then I played for him in the blue and gray game 2 years before that in Montgomery, and I was the only Alabama player there, so I think I'm the first native Alabamian that played for him. And anyhow, he came over to my house. I was there, me and my wife, at Baker's Field. We had a government housing place there, and we stayed in. And anyhow, he came over one morning and said, "I need you to go with me to Coleman." I said, "Well, what's going on in Coleman?" He said, "We got 5 great football players I'm going to sign." He said, "I want you to go with me because you know everybody up there." So I came up with him, and we went directly up to Frank Stitt's house, Dr. Stitt, the old man, you know, the doctor. And these 5 players were up there, and we signed them, and I never will forget it. He told me, he said, "Now, a lot of people think that I'm going up for this or that and the 5, but he said the one that I want most is the one that the end from I can't call his name, but
Wes Kelly, Barry Willoughby, Johnny Calvert, Wayne Trimble.
Wayne Trimble.
Wayne Trimble.
No.
Wayne Calvert, Wayne Chappell.
No, this fellow Chappell.
Chappell.
He said Chappell will be as good as that fellow that played the end with him. I can't remember his name, but he was one of the greatest ends to ever play for Alabama.
Yeah, Hudson.
What?
Don Hudson.
That's exactly right, Don Hudson. He said he's got better stuff on him, then Hudson, he said, I can make All-American out of him, said he's great. And he did sign him, but later he I think he went to Abilene Christian or somewhere, but he made a preacher, you know.
Well, tell us about the fire.
Well, when it was over, we got in his car, and incidentally, he always drove them old driver's training cars. He'd always get the oldest car they had. I mean, it was, and I'd help him drive a little bit, you know, in them old cars. And we was coming down the hill from Dr. Stitt's office, and we got halfway down the hill. I look, and I've never seen a fire like this in Coleman before in my life. I looked down here, and it looked like it was exploding. Of course, it was next, the Allstate was next to a paint store down there, and all those paint buckets were blowing up and exploding, and all that kind of stuff is what it was. And so I said, Coach, look down there. I said, looked like they dropped an atomic bomb on Coleman. He said, Tom, don't worry about that. Said, that's Auburn just burning the downtown down because we're getting all them good football players. And I'm trying to write a book, and that's going to be in my book. But I never will forget that. That's exactly what he said.
Good story. Well, let's see. Let's talk a little bit of politics. Evidently, Congress settled the debt limit and passed the budget. What do you guys think about
what
took
place
this week?
Well, I got something to say about that, too.
Okay.
Rush Limbaugh, is that his name, Rush Limbaugh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, you know, I don't always go along with what Rush says, but I tended to agree with him. He said, that's just a fix. Before it happened, you know, he said, that's just a fix. Said they've been knowing what they're going to do for days now. He said, that's just a fix. So I kind of agree with him. I think they pretty well knew what was going to happen. They knew that they better not carry that on too far, or a lot of them people going to get beat at the elections next time.
They just prolonged that thing a little longer. They hadn't got anything really solved much, other than to let the people go back to work, you know.
They just postponed.
They just postponed the problem.
January, February?
That's right. They just pushed it on down.
In my opinion, I think they will go about it in a different way next time.
You think so?
I believe they will. I believe they learned their lesson.
I don't know.
That puts them a few months closer to the election.
Right.
Next November, and a lot of them will be in primaries before that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think the Tea Party's in trouble, is what I think.
Well, that's the one that really was holding up the situation all the time, really.
Exactly right, yeah.
But anyway, they may have had a reason too. When you start spending $1 trillion a year, and you hadn't even got any money, you know, they may have been on the right track to start with.
Well, I wholeheartedly disagree with you on that. I think they're the problem.
Tom, how much debt can we have before we have a problem, or is there never a problem?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. If I did, I'd run for that office.
Yeah, because, I mean, they just keep running more and more deficit all the time.
I can't understand intelligent people that they're supposed to be in Congress continuing getting us in debt about $1 trillion a year. I think is what they're trying to figure out as we go. We got about 17 trillion now. And I don't know when the thing's going to stop. Here we are, we're loaning foreign countries, we're giving foreign countries money, and we're giving everybody something in the United States, some kind of money. I don't know, it looked to me like they'd realize that sooner or later something's going to happen. Got to happen.
Well, to me, you've got two alternatives. You either got to have a massive tax increase, or you have massive spending cuts. And I can't see either one happening.
I can't either. We've given people in this country, our government has, give people in this country so much for nothing. Sooner or later it's got to stop. And when it stops, these people are going to you're going to have a problem with them.
What do you think about the election coming up next year? Now, we haven't had any Democrats announced for governor or any of the statewide offices. Are you hearing anything from party people as to who might be considering running?
I think that the of course, Democrats don't stand a chance to win the elections in Alabama for a while, but because they just people just in other states, it's not like this in other states. Alabama and 3 or 4 other states are like that. The Democrats just can't win. But we gonna come back. I mean, I'm a strong believer in the Democratic Party, and I support them, and always have, and always will. And I think they're gonna make a comeback when some of these other people mess up. While we're gonna ease back in. It just goes around, comes around.
How about locally? Are you hearing about anybody run for the Democratic Party?
No, I haven't heard no
rumors, but nothing for sure.
But according to statistics, the Republicans were really hurt in this situation. It just existed. I think their poll were like 65% or something like that. Democrats are a little above that.
Well, it's very obvious that more and more of the people that vote the Democratic ticket are getting on the list, and the colored folks and the Latin folks and stuff like that. See, the last election it was only 20%. This time it's 28%, and looks like it's still gaining, So those folks normally gonna vote Democratic.
Yeah.
I think it'd be hard. I was talking to somebody the other day. It'd be hard for a Republican to be elected as president because of the type of people we got in our country now. You got a lot of Mexicans, and you got the black and all that. They will probably go Democrat, and it'll be hard. This Republican told me, he said, I doubt if we ever, it'll be a long time before we see another Republican president.
Yeah. That's all the time we have for our program for today. Thank you for watching. That's Politics.
In the nation, we worry about fire-breathing monsters, and we worry about spinach. At Nationwide Insurance, we take care of the big things like protecting you, so you only have to worry about the little stuff. We put members first, because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation that doesn't sweat it.
Nationwide is on your side.
Fire, accident, storm, they all happen in Cullman County. And for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with auto owners. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Karen. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.